I started to get kind of fascinated by Catholicism. I realized that something was happening in the Mass that I'd never realized before. And I started to lose interest in what I was doing. I started to think maybe it's all a lie. And this didn't happen overnight. This happened over months, months and months. And then one night, I was with my significant other and her two siblings, and they were in Catholic school. And we started talking about the sacraments. And then that night I started thinking, maybe I should go to a confession. And I was so conflicted. I'm like, what am I thinking right now? Because I was a witch, straight up, I was a witch.
You didn't dress like one though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so that night, something very bizarre happened when I went to sleep.
Wow.
So I was in my bed and I woke up but I couldn't move. I was having paralysis. I couldn't yell, I couldn't scream. And then all I could do was see. I was stuck. I was in this state of half asleep, half awake, but I was more awake than asleep, but I was still kind of asleep. It was strange. And then this thing comes to my eye. It's like this translucent being that I could describe it it was very visual. It was translucent, but it wasn't human. It had the face of a human, but you could see through it. And it didn't have hands. It had rounded hands and rounded feet. And it was just this bubbly looking thing. And it was trying to go in my body. Again, I'm in this dream, weird, wake, asleep. It was trying to go in my body. And then I'm trying to fight it. And it was trying to go in my body. I couldn't move. And then in my mind, I'm saying, go to hell. And then it looks at me and says, I'm taking you with me.
Oh, damn.
And then I keep fighting and I keep fighting and I keep fighting, and it finally goes away. And then another one comes that looks exactly like it, does the same thing. I'm fighting it, and fighting it, and fighting it. And it goes away. And I'll tell you, I wasn't on any drugs. I wasn't drinking. I was completely sober that night. And then after I was in that state, that weird state, I go into a regular dream, and I'm walking around this room, and there's this picture of someone meditating, doing this spiritual stuff. And then I saw and looked at who that person was. It looked like the entity. And then my dream was over. I woke up in the middle of the night. And I didn't even know whether to be afraid or in shock, but I was just in complete shock that I had this oppression, So I called my significant other at the time and told her what happened. And she's like, wow, that's so scary. And I was like, we should do a rosary prayer. And we did the prayer. And after that, I felt this calm, this peace, the peace that I felt in church.
Yeah.
And I was so in shock for a few days.